Okay, I want to emphasize here, you're going to have some harder cuts than just straight lines. Tape is inexpensive, especially if you use the tape that I told you to use. But you want to take your time and detail these out. It doesn't take that much long. You're just going to have to end up tearing a lot of tape. You might have to put a few pieces down, but in the long run, your end design is going to be so much better. So I just spent a little bit more time to kind of follow this curve here, and I'll caulk in between there and then paint it, which is what we are going to do now. So like I said before, you don't want to have, you don't want to caulk 30 feet, come back, rub it, like I said, because it'll dry too fast. So if you could spin about, go about 10 feet at a time till you get used to it, till you get a little bit faster, and then you'll feel more confident to go out a little further on your caulking. All right, so let's go ahead and we are going to do, see, this is one continuous solid line. So what I'm going to start with over here, okay, so here we go. Here we start the caulking process. You see that, how that bead's going, coming around there. I'm going to bring it. That got a little fuzz bunny there. You want to get that out? Like I said, I can go a little bit further out because, well, I kind of do this for a living for the most part anymore. And I am pretty fast at it. So I think we'll take it to about right there. Come back with the finger. Rub. I'm not looking like a plumber, am I? Once again, creating that barrier so your paint don't bleed. Should have ran just a little bit thicker bead of caulk. This will work. See how I'm pushing all that in there? And wipe off your excess. Now I'm going to grab my paint. I'm actually using a little bit smaller brush on this. You don't have to. But since we already, remember how we came up on the wall here and the paint was outside of where it should be, that's why we taped that off and painted up here. So this is still wet from where we just did this. But since I've already got the baseboards predominantly down to the quarter round, all I pretty much have to paint is this quarter round. So it moves very quickly. You want to be careful. You always kind of want to go side to side when you're talking baseboards, because you can, remember your caulk is wet. So you can have problems, just spilt a little bit there, by, disrupting it or manipulating it or making it kind of ununiform. So you kind of want to be smooth yet well covered. And I just kind of slide back, throw my buttocks on the wood floors, get that all painted. Let me get around my obstacle here.